Success Secrets. Third Steps to Success. Mastering Your Mindset. Introduction.
Welcome back to Success Secrets. By now, you have established your foundation and begun building momentum toward your goals. You have clarified what you want, connected with your deeper motivations, and implemented key success habits. Today, we are taking a significant step forward by focusing on what may be the most powerful success factor of all, your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view everything in your life. It shapes how you interpret challenges, how you respond to setbacks, and, ultimately, what you believe is possible for yourself. At the third step to success in your journey, it is time to take conscious control of this powerful force and align it with your highest aspirations.
The two fundamental mindsets.
Research by psychologist Carol Dweck has identified two core mindsets that dramatically influence achievement: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. In contrast, people with a growth mindset believe their qualities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist through obstacles, see effort as the path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find inspiration in others' success. The difference between these mindsets creates dramatically different behaviors and results. Those with a growth mindset consistently outperform those with a fixed mindset, not because they are smarter or more talented, but because they approach life differently. The good news is that mindsets can change. By understanding how your mind currently works and applying specific techniques, you can develop a powerful growth mindset that propels you toward your goals.
Identifying your current mindset.
Before you can change your mindset, you need to understand your current thought patterns. Most people have a mixture of fixed and growth mindsets that vary across different areas of life. You might have a growth mindset about your professional skills, but a fixed mindset about your athletic abilities or creativity. Pay attention to your self-talk, the running commentary in your mind, especially when facing challenges. Do you think thoughts like, "I'm just not good at this," or "I'll never figure this out"? These are signals of a fixed mindset. Or do you think, "This is difficult, but I can learn it," or "I haven't mastered this yet"? These reflect a growth mindset. Notice particularly how you respond to challenges. Do you avoid them or embrace them? Obstacles. Do you give up quickly or persist? Effort. Do you see it as useless or essential to mastery? Criticism. Do you defend against it or learn from it? Others' success. Does it threaten you or inspire you? Your responses to these situations reveal your current mindset. Do not judge yourself for having fixed mindset tendencies, simply become aware of them. Awareness is the first step toward change.
Rewiring your mind for growth.
Now let's explore specific techniques to transform your mindset.
1. Change your self-talk.
Your internal dialogue shapes your beliefs and actions. Start monitoring what you say to yourself, especially during challenges. When you catch fixed mindset language, immediately reframe it with growth mindset alternatives. Instead of "I am not good at this," say "I am not good at this yet." Instead of "I made a mistake," say "I am learning." Instead of "This is too hard," say "This requires more effort and strategy." Instead of "I give up," say "I need to try a different approach." Adding the word "yet" to your challenges is particularly powerful. It transforms statements of permanent limitation into statements of temporary difficulty. Practice this reframing deliberately. At first, it will feel forced and artificial. But with consistent practice, these new thought patterns will become your default.
2. Challenge your beliefs about intelligence and talent.
Many of us were raised with limiting beliefs about intelligence and talent. We were told that some people are naturally smart or gifted, while others aren't. These beliefs form the foundation of a fixed mindset. The truth is more empowering. Intelligence can be developed. Talent is just the starting point. The brain physically changes and grows stronger with use, forming new neural connections through focused practice and learning. Read books and articles about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself throughout life. Learn about people who developed extraordinary abilities through dedicated practice rather than innate talent. Look for evidence that contradicts fixed beliefs about human potential. Deliberately expose yourself to information that supports a growth mindset, and your belief system will gradually shift.
3. Embrace challenges as opportunities.
People with a growth mindset actively seek challenges because they know that is where growth happens. Start deliberately choosing challenges that stretch your abilities, not so far that you are completely overwhelmed, but far enough that success isn't guaranteed. When you feel resistance to a challenge, recognize this as a growth opportunity. The discomfort you feel is the sensation of your abilities expanding. Learn to welcome this feeling rather than avoid it. Ask yourself, what could I learn from this challenge? How might it help me grow? What skills might I develop by tackling it? Over time, you will begin to crave challenges rather than fear them, knowing they are the fastest path to your development.
4. Redefine failure.
Perhaps the most significant mindset shift involves how you view failure. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as evidence of inadequacy, as proof that you don't have what it takes. In a growth mindset, failure is information, valuable feedback that helps you adjust your approach. Perhaps the most significant mindset shift involves how you view failure. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as evidence of inadequacy, proof that you don't have what it takes. In a growth mindset, failure is information, valuable feedback that helps you adjust your approach. Start viewing your failures as experiments. Scientists don't fail when an experiment doesn't produce the expected result. They gather data and design a better experiment. Apply this same thinking to your endeavors. After a setback, ask, what can I learn from this? What would I do differently next time? How can this experience make me stronger? Document these insights and apply them moving forward. This transforms failures from endpoints into stepping stones.
5. Celebrate process, not just outcomes.
People with fixed mindsets focus exclusively on outcomes, winning, achieving perfect scores, or reaching goals. Those with growth mindsets certainly care about results, but they place equal or greater emphasis on the process of growth itself. Start celebrating your efforts, strategies, and improvements, not just your achievements. Keep a process journal documenting how you approach challenges, what you learn along the way, and how your methods evolve. When you achieve something, don't just feel good about the result, acknowledge the process that got you there. When others succeed, ask about their journey rather than just congratulating their achievement. This focus on process builds resilience because it puts the emphasis on what you can control, your effort and approach, rather than outcomes that sometimes depend on external factors.
The comparison trap.
As you develop your growth mindset, be mindful of the comparison trap, the tendency to measure your worth and progress against others. This habit can be especially harmful because 1. It shifts your focus to factors beyond your control, like others' achievements. 2. It leads to unfair comparisons, for example, measuring your beginning against someone else's middle. 3. It turns other people's success from a source of inspiration into a perceived threat. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to your previous self. Are you more knowledgeable than you were last month? More skilled than last year? More resilient than when you started? This self-comparison creates a continuous sense of progress and prevents the discouragement that comes from unhealthy external comparisons. When you do look at others, do so for inspiration and learning, not for measuring your worth. Ask, what can I learn from their journey? What strategies might I adapt from their approach?
Developing mental toughness.
A growth mindset naturally develops mental toughness, the ability to persist through difficulty and bounce back from setbacks. At the third step to success journey, it's time to deliberately strengthen this quality.
Mental toughness comes from
Controlling your attention. Learning to focus on what matters and ignore distractions. Practice this by setting a timer for 25 minutes and working on one important task without allowing any interruptions. Managing your emotions. Acknowledging feelings without being controlled by them. When negative emotions arise, name them specifically, I'm feeling frustrated, and ask what action would be most productive. Maintaining perspective. Seeing setbacks as temporary and specific rather than permanent and pervasive. When facing a challenge, ask, will this matter in 5 years? And does this affect all areas of my life or just one specific area? Taking ownership. Focusing on what you can control rather than external circumstances. For every situation, identify what aspects are within your influence and direct your energy there. Build mental toughness gradually by deliberately seeking challenges that stretch your comfort zone, then applying these techniques to work through them.
The power of questions.
Your mind constantly answers the questions you ask it. This makes questions an incredibly powerful tool for directing your focus and shaping your mindset. Disempowering questions like, why does this always happen to me, or what's wrong with me, direct your mind toward limitation and victimhood. Empowering questions like, what can I learn from this, or how can I use this situation to grow stronger, direct your mind toward opportunity and agency. Start deliberately using questions to shape your thinking. In challenging situations, have a set of empowering questions ready. What's the opportunity in this situation? What strengths can I bring to this challenge? How would my future, successful self handle this? What's one small step I can take right now? The quality of your questions determines the quality of your thinking. By asking better questions, you create better mental pathways that lead to more empowering answers.
Mindset and identity.
At the deepest level, your mindset is connected to your identity, your sense of who you are. One of the most powerful mindset shifts involves moving from I want to achieve X to I am the kind of person who X. This identity-based mindset creates internal consistency that naturally drives behavior. If you see yourself as someone who exercises regularly, it becomes easier to maintain that habit than if you're just trying to exercise more. Start viewing your desired behaviors as expressions of your identity rather than tasks on your to-do list. Instead of I need to write today, think I am a writer, and writers write every day. Instead of I should save money, think I am financially responsible, and financially responsible people make wise spending decisions. This identity-based approach aligns your actions with your self-image, creating powerful intrinsic motivation that doesn't depend on external rewards or willpower.
Creating your mindset practice.
Like any skill, developing a growth mindset requires deliberate practice. Create a daily mindset practice that includes morning mindset priming. Begin each day by reading or listening to growth-oriented content. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing yourself approaching challenges with a growth mindset. Mindset journaling. Take 5 minutes daily to record situations where you demonstrated a growth mindset or caught yourself in fixed mindset thinking. Document what you learned and how you will approach similar situations in the future. Mindset triggers. Create visual reminders of growth mindset principles in your environment. Place quotes, images, or simple reminders like the word yet where you'll see them regularly. Evening reflection. Before bed, review your day through a growth mindset lens. Identify what you learned, how you grew, and what you'll approach differently tomorrow. This daily practice ensures that your mindset development becomes a consistent focus rather than an occasional thought.
Your third step to success assignment.
It's time to put these principles into action. 1. Conduct a mindset audit. For 1 week, record instances of both fixed and growth mindset thinking in different areas of your life. 2. Create a list of your top 3 fixed mindset triggers, situations, or challenges that consistently activate limiting beliefs. For each trigger, develop a specific growth mindset response. 3. Write a personal growth mindset statement that captures how you want to approach challenges and learning. Read this statement daily for the next 30 days. 4. Choose one area of your life where you've been avoiding challenges due to fear of failure. Identify one small challenge in this area that you'll deliberately embrace this week. 5. Develop a list of 5 empowering questions that you'll ask yourself when facing obstacles. Keep these questions where you can access them easily during difficult moments. 6. Create an identity statement that aligns with your goals. I am someone who stays disciplined, takes action, and relentlessly pursues success. Read this statement every morning and evening for 30 days. 7. Design your daily mindset practice using the elements we've discussed. Commit to this practice for at least 21 days.
Conclusion.
At the third step of your success journey, you're developing one of the most powerful tools available to any achiever, a growth-oriented mindset. This isn't just positive thinking, it is a fundamental shift in how you view yourself, challenges, failure, and human potential. As you implement these principles, you will notice changes, not just in your thinking, but in your actions and results. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming will become intriguing puzzles to solve. Setbacks that once derailed you will become valuable learning opportunities. Efforts that once felt futile will become investments in your growth. Your mindset is not just one factor in your success. In many ways, it is the factor that influences all others. By mastering your mindset, you create a foundation for achievement that will serve you throughout your life. Thank you for joining us for today's Success Secret. Continue practicing these step-to-success principles and prepare yourself for the even more powerful concepts we'll explore in our next session. Your mindset is shifting. Your potential is expanding. Your success is accelerating.
If you found this valuable, make sure to subscribe for more success secrets. Your journey to greatness starts here.